Okay, I'm just going to take you through using a very nice app called Physcis, where you can capture video or use sample video to actually capture the motion of an object, how its displacement or distance is changing with time, and then the software will figure out how the velocity is changing with time. And as you go through, I suggest your teacher will just pause the video every so often so you can keep up with following the instructions. Anyway, this is the first home screen of the school iPads. The backgrounds may look a little different depending who's been playing around with them. But if you flick over to the second home screen, there should be a folder called Physics. If you open the folder Physics, inside that folder there is an app. There it is, Video Physics. Let's open Video Physics. Now again, depending on who's been using this, how many videos have been recorded, you may see a number of videos here. But what I want you to do is to go over to where there is the plus here and go to Sample Videos and choose Basketball Shot. Now if we just play the video, we'll see the guy throwing the basketball, it bounces, and I think we're just going to look at the motion while he throws it until the ball hits the ground. So if we just use the back to the beginning button here, let's go back to the beginning, and then we can take this object here and drag it so that it is over the basketball. If we touch it, that records a little dot on the basketball. The basketball moves, we touch again, another little dot. The basketball moves, we touch again, another little dot. The basketball moves, we just move the little tool, touch again. Each time I'm capturing a little dot as best I can right in the center of the basketball. While he was throwing it, it was accelerating, so the dots are getting further apart. Okay, let's just keep going. We need to be as careful as we can with deciding where the center of the ball is. And as I said, we're just going to keep going until the ball hits the ground. We won't worry about the bounce, just for getting the idea of how to use this tool. The ball's actually going to be speeding up now on the way down. The dots are going to be getting further apart. And here it is about to hit the floor. We'll stop there. Now, if you look at the top of the display on the iPad, this was capturing the points in the video. We're now going to touch on here, and that means we're going to set a scale that is a distance on something which is known. Now, when you make your own videos, you can put a meter ruler in the video to know how long 1 meter is. But in this video, from here to here is 2 meters. So we're going to touch, we're going to tell it that it is 2 meters, and then we are going to mark in the distance from here to here. Alright, so the software now knows what 2 meters looks like in the video. Now going back to the top of the screen here, YX, this is the graph. If we touch this, we should then be ready to produce our graph. The last little step is these yellow lines appear, and we want to get the origin, the 0, 0, where the motion begins, and we just go to the top here where it says graph, we touch, and there it is. Okay, we've captured a graph of how the position in the horizontal direction is changing with the changes in the vertical direction. And if you look down the bottom of the screen, the little dots, that's the usual kind of iOS interface. It shows us that there are more graphs available. If we just flick over, this graph is showing us how position in the X direction horizontally is changing with time, and this one shows us how velocity is changing with time. And then last of all, how in the Y direction vertically, how the height is changing with time, and how the velocity in the Y direction is changing with time. From a point of view of your physics, you may want to notice that here the velocity is increasing. That's when the ball was in the athlete's hands. He was accelerating it faster using a force from his arms. But here there's a fairly straight line downwards. And you need to recall that on a velocity time graph, a straight line means a steady acceleration, and a negative acceleration means downwards. Now what was causing this acceleration? Gravity. And as you can see, it's fairly constant. Any little anomalies are probably just due to lack of accuracy as I was recording the points. Now, last but not least, if you go back up to the top left and we go back to video, for the second part, you're going to touch here, add, and you are going to take a video. Now that's where I'm going to stop. Your teacher will suggest what video you can take, but you can record the motion. You're going to leave it on the iPad. Your teacher will check you've done it, and the best ones will go on YouTube. Enjoy.